It seems like trains and buses are more packed than ever. But tonight, the surprising discovery, overall, the Bay Area is actually relying less on public transit. Welcome back. I'm Veronica Dela Cruz.
I'm Ken Bastida. That statistic is coming from the people who run mass transit here in the Bay Area. Our own Ann Notarangelo with the numbers, with what's being done to change them.
It's not your imagination. There are more people packed on BART trains these days. But also a fact, overall ridership on mass transit in the Bay Area is down.
You see a clear pattern, but not necessarily a clear reason for that pattern.
The MTC has found there's been a 3% overall transit ridership increase over the past 2 decades, but during that same time, a 14% decline in per capita transit ridership. Factoring in our population growth, the region is becoming less dependent on public transportation. One factor, sprawling growth in suburban areas.
Where in many cases, driving a car was the only viable option. Now, recently you see a bit of a reversal.
Veronica Hattrip with a Walnut Creek-based transportation consulting company sees that as well.
There's a generational shift in public transportation use, and I see the younger generations relying on it more heavily.
But to make it work for more of us, mass transit needs to nail down the first and last mile of our commute. A model program is the Emory Go Round that drives people from BART to various spots throughout Emeryville. It's seen a 20% increase in 3 years.
I think frequency is probably the most important thing when you're dealing with last mile connections and a bus service.
There's more focus these days on transit villages, more telecommuting, car sharing and bike renting. So where we are now may not be where we're going.
What's more interesting is to see what the facts are a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now.
By then, we'll likely have to factor in self-driving cars. Ann Notarangelo, KPIX 5.